Sorry. Salutations YouTube, welcome back. 3 weeks in a row. What the fuck is going on? So yeah, I told you I'll be back with some more content. Today is a bit of a sad one. I mean, they've all been sad ones so far, but this one is just heartbreak. I mean, again, they're all heartbreaking, but this one is on another level. And once again, I advise you, if this is not your sort of thing, and if, no pun intended, if this triggers you, please click off. I won't hold it against you. I completely understand. Today we're going to be talking about the Sandy Hook elementary school shooting. But before we do that, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, make yourself comfortable. Today I am drinking a nice cup of tea, bottoms up. That is hot and refreshing. Also, whoever subscribes right now gets a free air guitar. Anyway, Adam Lanza was born April the 22nd, 1992, and he lived with his mother, Nancy Lanza, who I think was 52, in Newtown, which was 5 miles or 8 kilometres from Sandy Hook Elementary School. Prior to what he did not have a criminal record. He had access to his guns through his mother, who was described as a gun enthusiast and owned at least a dozen firearms. She often took Adam and his brother to a local shooting range where they learned to shoot. Adam's father has said that he did not believe Nancy feared Lanza. She did not confide any fear of Lanza to her sister or her best friend, slept with her bedroom door unlocked, and kept guns in the house. While living in New Hampshire at the time, Lanza exhibited developmental challenges before the age of 3. These included communication and sensory difficulties, socialization delays, and repetitive behaviors. Lanza attended Sandy Hook Elementary School for 4.5 years, and students and teachers who knew him described him as intelligent but nervous and fidgety. He avoided attracting attention and was uncomfortable socializing. He is not known to have had any friends in school or any close friends at school. Once at elementary school, he was diagnosed with sensory integration disorder, and this does not have any official status by the medical community as a formal diagnosis, but it is a common characteristic of autism. When he was 13, Lanza was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome by a psychiatrist and was also diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD. It is said that he frequently washed his hands and changed his socks 20 times a day, to the point where his mother did 3 loads of laundry a day. He also sometimes went through a box of tissues in a day because he could not bear to touch a doorknob with his bare hands. So that's a bit of a background on Lanza. Now we're going to get into the series of events. So again, if this is not your thing, please click off now, and I'll see you in the next one. Sometime before 9:30 AM on December the 14th, 2012, Adam shot and killed his mother with a .22 caliber rifle at their Newtown home. Lanza then drove to the Sandy Hook Elementary School in his mother's car. Shortly after 9:35 AM, armed with his mother's Bushmaster rifle and 10 magazines with 30 rounds each, Lanza shot his way through a glass panel next to the school's locked front entrance doors. At the time, Principal Dawn Hochsprung and school psychologist Mary Sherlock were meeting with other faculty members when they heard, but did not recognise, the gunshots. Hochsprung, Sherlock and lead teacher Natalie Hammond went into the hall to determine the source of the sounds, where they encountered Lanza. A faculty member who was at the meeting said that the 3 women called out, "Shooter, stay put," which alerted their colleagues of the danger and saved their lives. An aide heard gunshots. A teacher hiding in the math lab heard the school janitor Rick Thorne yell, "Put the gun down." Lanza unfortunately killed both Hochsprung and Sherlock. Lanza entered room 8, which was a first grade classroom where Lauren Rousseau, who was a substitute teacher, she herded her first grade students into the back of the room and was trying to hide them in the bathroom when Lanza forced his way in. Rousseau, another faculty member, and 15 students in the classroom were unfortunately killed. 14 of the children were dead at the scene. One injured child was taken to hospital for treatment but was later pronounced dead. Most of the teachers and students were found crowded together in the bathroom. A 6-year-old, the sole survivor, was... Imagine that. Imagine that. A whole classroom massacred and you're the only survivor. Heartbreaking. It's haunting. She was found in the classroom following the shooting. She had hid in a corner of the classroom's bathroom during, and her family's pastor said that she survived by playing dead. This bit is just heartbreaking. She said when she reached her mother, she said, "Mummy, I'm okay, but all my friends are dead." That is just upsetting. Honestly, imagine someone saying that to you. Man, I feel sorry for the poor girl. I feel sorry for everyone involved in that, apart from the shooter. He's a dickhead. A girl who was hiding in the bathroom along with 2 teachers told police that she heard a boy in the classroom screaming, "Help me, I don't want to be here," to which Lanza responded, "Well, you're here," followed by hammering sounds. Lanza also went into room 10, which was another first grade classroom nearby. At this point, there are conflicting reports about the order of events, so some people say this, some people say that, other people say the other. But however, the final report into the shooting concluded that the sequence of events in rooms 8 and 10 were indeterminate. A report said that 6 of the children who escaped room 10 did so when Lanza stopped shooting. Pardon me. He stopped shooting because either his weapon jammed or he erred in reloading it. Earlier reports said that as Lanza entered her classroom, a teacher called Soto told him that the children were in the auditorium. When several of the children came out of their hiding places and tried to run for safety, Lanza fatally shot them. Soto put herself between her students and the shooter, who then fatally shot her. First grade teacher Caitlin Roig had failed to remove a piece of black construction paper covering the small window in her classroom door. Now it's believed that Lanza had assumed that the classroom was empty because a week before there was a lockdown drill, and obviously she must have forgotten to remove the piece of paper. So it's actually quite fortunate and very lucky that Lanza did not enter the classroom. She then hid 15 students in the bathroom and barricaded the door, telling them to be completely quiet to remain safe. At 9:40 a.m, Lanza turned the gun on himself, shooting himself in the head in room 10. Yes, that's right. Within 5 minutes, he killed 26 people, all within 5 minutes. It's just upsetting. When the police interviewed the survivors, a teacher recalled hearing Lanza curse several times, as well as telling the students to come over here, Look at them. Look at me. Many organisations were created due to the massacre that worked to promote an end to school shootings, with some, such as Jesse Lewis Choose Love movement, the Sandy Hook Promise. Yeah, the Sandy Hook Promise. I saw a video about that. It was. I can't really explain it. I'll link it. I'll link it in the description below. Yeah, the organisations were the Jesse Lewis Choose Love movement, the Sandy Hook Promise, and Safe and Sound schools organised and led by parents of victims, while others, such as Mums Demand Action, were created by outsiders who were outraged by the shooting. Things like this should not happen. They just should not happen. There needs to be a law change. But things like that, it's easier said than done. I read somewhere that there's like 500 million guns in the US, which is like, I don't know, 120 guns per 100 people. In the UK, it's 4. So maybe time for a change. My thoughts go out to everyone involved. I'm just going to read out the names of the victims to honour and pay my respect to them. Charlotte Bacon, age 6. Daniel Barden, age 7. Olivia Engel, or Engel, I'm sorry love, age 6. Josephine Gay, age 7. Dylan Hockley, age 6. Madeline Sue, age 6. Catherine Hubbard, age 6. Chase Kowalski, age 7. Jesse Lewis, age 6. This is fucked. Anna Marquez Green, age 6. James Mattioli, age 7. Grace McDonnell, age 6. Emily Parker, age 6. Jack Pinto, age 6. Noah Posner, age 6. Caroline Previdi, age 6. Jessica Rakos, age 6. Aviel Richmond, age 6. Benjamin Wheeler, age 6. Alison Wyatt, age 6. Yeah, these people were still using crayons to do their schoolwork. Whoever massacres kids is just fucking sick, and there's a special place in hell for people like that. And I hope that's where he is. I hope he's rotting in hell. I hope the devil is making him his bitch. Rachel Davino, aged 29. Dawn Hochsprung, aged 47. Anne-Marie Murphy, aged 52. Lauren Rousseau, aged 30. Mary Sherlock, aged 56. Victoria Lee Soto, aged 27. And, of course, Nancy Lanza, aged 52. This was a heartbreaking video. I honestly, writing this out, I started like choking up a little bit. It's not the best of subjects, I know. But that's all we have for the Sandy Hook shooting. I'm sorry it's really short. It was heartbreaking enough in the about 15 or so minutes it took to record. I didn't want to press it on any longer than I had to. But stay tuned next week, because we have another case that's from the UK. I say that like it's a good thing. It's not. I'm sorry. But yeah, I've got another UK case coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. To everyone who is liking the videos, please do leave a thumbs up. It'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, or don't. It's up to you. I mean, I'd appreciate it if you did, but it's up to you. No pressure. And that's going to be it for this video. So again, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.